way from the Friday night Mopco show.
We're not quite live yet.
All right.
I'll tell it. I don't know if, okay, we're good now.
Yeah. We are just about a minute away from the Mopco show. Hang in there, folks. Are we on there, Derek?
Yeah, we're all set.
Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
We are?
Yes.
We are live?
We are live currently.
You mean, wow, hey, everybody, it's Friday night, it's the middle of the plague, and it's Mopco time! Woohoo! Yeah, my name is Michael Burns. I'm standing right here on stage for real in the Mopco Improv Theater, and tonight's really exciting to me because I am virtually here with you and some of my very favorite people in the whole world, and we're going to bring them on now. We have a new addition, our engineer for this evening. We want to let you see him really quick. Derek Walker, show your face. Yes, there he is.
There's my face.
With a lot of this stuff. Woo-hoo, Derek, yeah!
Woo!
Going wild. Derek Walker, just happens to be married to a company member who we're going to bring out right now too, Livia Walker! Yay! And you guys are like in separate rooms right now, right?
That's correct.
As per usual, yeah.
All right. Well, we also have our amazing musical director in the house, so to speak, Mr. Mark Merritt. Give it up for Mark Merritt. Yes. Woo. Oh, my goodness. How are you, Mark?
Hey, I'm all right. How are you?
Good, good. I keep meaning to ask you about that fan. Do you use that fan to get cool?
Every day, I pick it up and...
Wow,
yes.
Awesome. I thought that was the case. Okay, is there, you're asking, you folks at home, a Jen Lavenhar in the house? Well, I have an answer for you. There she is, right there, Jen Lavenhar. Hooray. Wow, she is very often in the company of an odd fellow by the name of Walt Paticki. Yes, there he is. Walt, over here, Walt.
Hey!
Well, now, Walt, keep going. One more.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, that's right. Walt?
Yes.
Do you remember John Kimlico from back in the day when we all rehearsed and performed on the same stage together?
Oh my God. Yeah, I do. He had the hat and the thing.
Yeah, me too. Well, John's here tonight. John Kimlico! Yeah! Woo-hoo! All right. And last but absolutely not least, in fact, first in my heart, Ms. Kat Coppett. Yay! All right, that's awesome. That's beautiful. So we want to get going right away, and it has been said that improv is all about cooperation, but a lot of us who do improv need to do it because at heart we're not really totally cooperative individuals, and the discipline of improv makes us learn to collaborate. But right now, you guys, I want you to get competitive. That's right, because we're going to play a little round of objection. I'm going to be your judge this evening. You folks are the lawyers. Derek, have we had a suggestion of a crime that is not actually a crime?
Using up all the toilet paper.
Whoa.
Actually, that is a crime, actually.
I just blew it, and we can't even do a retake because this is live. I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, go ahead.
That was the wrong suggestion to get for this game. And
okay, so the suggestion for the game, non-controversial things, is wrong suggestions.
So objection.
Yeah, go ahead, Coppett.
You interrupted me, even though I was already objecting to the thing
Sustained,
that I was objecting to, and we could have just continued. So I think that you just enjoy interrupting me, even when I'm on the right.
Yes, Jen.
Objection. You interrupted her to tell her that she could keep talking.
Sustained.
Objection.
John.
Yeah, silence is golden.
Overruled. Walt, you had your hand up.
Yeah, no one's been paying attention to me for a couple of seconds. I just want to remind everyone I'm here.
Sustained.
Thank you. I'm here. I'm in a black and white hallway.
Livia. Livia.
Everyone just wants to be seen and heard. That's not unique.
Sustained.
Every single person, every single living being just wants to be seen and heard. And that is what's most important.
Jen?
Most people's lives.
Objection. All you need to be seen and heard is a camera and a microphone right now.
Overruled.
I think that we could solve a lot of.
Mark Merritt.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Oh, sustained.
That's where it's at. You need not only the microphone,
Walt.
but 2 turntables.
8-track. 8-track was never better.
Sustained.
And yet nothing improved. Nothing improved. Cassette.
Objection.
Yeah, Kat.
Walt is making me think about those punch little things, tape things that my daddy had, where you would punch your name into them, and they would like the little raised letters.
Label
come up.
makers. Sustained. Label makers.
Label makers, right? And my dad used to let me like
Mark
use them and punch with them.
Objection.
Mark Merritt.
We have to use the brand name Dymo to refer to those.
I am afraid of copyright infringement, but you've already said it, so overruled.
Okay, Dymo, and I would just keep
Objection.
making.
Jen's hand went up first.
Objection. Labels are so 2019. Nobody really uses labels anymore.
Sustained.
As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit offended that we each have our names on the screen underneath our pictures, because maybe I don't want to be dead for loud and hard tonight.
Walt is a label. It's my name, and a label by any other name would smell just as a label.
Sustained.
Thank you very much, because
Objection.
labels.
I think it should be pronounced label.
Sustained.
I agree.
Lots of other words should be said like
Objection.
cowbell.
Objection.
Cat Coppet.
Patty LaBelle just wanted to be seen and
Sustained.
heard.
Yes.
And so he had such a big, beautiful voice.
Livia.
Voices are good even if they're small and ugly.
Sustained.
It doesn't matter what kind of voice you have. You can have a
30
small, ugly,
seconds,
tiny,
Walt.
terrible voice, and it's still as good as a big, beautiful voice.
Walt Baticki.
I object because okay, this is a voice that you're not gonna like.
Objection. He just needs to stop doing that right now.
Sustained.
Okay, so we can really talk about anything at all as long as it's not that voice.
Objection.
Yes.
I want to talk about how dinosaurs are still here. They just live underwater now.
Sustained. Talk.
All right, dinosaurs, we have
Objection.
the least amount of
Yes.
area explored.
15 seconds. John Kimlico.
Yes, have you ever had dino nuggets? It's like chicken nuggets, but shaped
Overruled.
shaped
Never
like,
have.
Objection.
Yes, Cat Coppet.
That sounds like the brand name that Mark was saying before, kind of dinosaurs and
Dino labeled dinosaurs.
that.
Tonight's Mopco Improv Theater is brought to you by Dino Labels. Walt.
I object because I am gonna have my lawyers do a cease and desist because the Dino Nuggets product line.
Overruled. Taking too long with your objection. 10 seconds.
We are ignoring the biggest scientific discovery
Sustained.
of our time because we are not focusing on the dinosaurs that are still alive underwater. Birds,
Wow.
we forgot birds.
Cat Coppet.
Still sounds like dino labels.
And Cat Coppet wins by a nose. Here she is. Yes, indeed. And tell her what she's won, Mike. Well, I'm delighted to say that Kat's won the opportunity to live with you, Mike. Really? Yes. Okay, here we go.
Yay!
So this is turning into like an actual kind of show. We've been doing this a couple of weeks now. I think we're out of those very first stumbling steps, and we're sort of getting a little bit of an idea of this weird Hollywood Squares reality that we're all living in now, this Brady Bunch world. And what's cool about that is that it's video, and we have a real treat for you, because 1 week from tonight, some of our very favorite comic performers in the whole world were scheduled to be right here on stage at the Mopco. Well, you know what? They're going to be virtually during this time period on our YouTube channel. That's right. Crime Alley is going to do. Walt, you are upstaging me something fierce, and I love you for
Sorry.
it. Absolutely. No, that's okay. It's just we're all.
It's not. That's a bad habit.
No, it's all right, man. It's okay. Really. Do you want some time with the group later?
See you later.
Okay, good. So anyway, Crime Alley is here 1 week from tonight, and if you've never seen them, you need to. We want to go right now to a little video. What they're going to do next week is a little bit of chat, but mostly some best of videos from their various performances here, and we want to show one of those videos to you right now.
It's okay, Scampers. It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be over soon.
Is this Scampers?
That's my boy.
Yeah. You're a good boy. A real good boy. A tired boy.
He's been holding on for so long.
You're doing the right thing. Our pets give us so much. What we can do is help them when their time is up.
I love you, Scampers. You're my best friend. I love you, boy. It's all gonna be over soon.
There. Hold on. There's no more pain.
I'm sorry, I feel stupid, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. This is rough, but it is necessary.
I know. I mean, it's just, he really loved me, you know? He was always happy to see me. I know it seems stupid, but he really loved me.
I can tell. You took really good care of him. The way he took care of you when, do you have a different card?
Oh, is it not taking it?
Well, it's reading it just fine. It appears the card's declined.
Oh. Sorry.
That's okay. I can take a check.
It's actually my debit card. It's tied to my account. I'm a little late right now, honestly. I'm between paychecks.
Okay, well, I suppose I can bill you. When do you get paid again?
Like between jobs, really?
Wait, you knew you couldn't pay?
He was suffering.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well, see, $200 gets you a dead dog. $0 gets you an undead dog.
Oh my God!
Scampers lives! Again! Scampers demands head scratches!
So that is one sketch from, I think actually a couple of years ago here on the Mopco stage by our wonderful friends Crime Alley. And as I said, they will be back 1 week from tonight at 8 o'clock here on the Mopco channel on YouTube, doing some of their best stuff ever and a little bit of chat, I believe, as well. And now, speaking of crime, I wonder if, Derek, did we have anybody suggest the title of a detective thriller kind of movie?
Yes, we did. The 13th Clue.
The 13th Clue. Wow, that's good. Without any further ado, the Mopco Film Noir players present to you the 13th clue. It's all over now. And I guess when you think about it, none of it really matters. Did it ever? I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. I'm just a run-down private dick. I can't believe it was only 72 hours ago. I had my little office, my little life, my little world. Everything was comfortable. Sure, I'd take some pictures of somebody cheating, or I'd track down a deadbeat who was enough to pay the bills, barely. No real excitement. I can't believe that I was even complaining about being bored. It was a Wednesday morning. I was sitting in my office. And there was the microphone. I always tape my meetings with clients. Trying to catch up on the books. But I wasn't into it. And then a knock at the door changed everything. Yeah, it's unlocked. Come on in unless you're a bill collector or a salesman. A little joke of mine.
Mr. Colby?
Yes, I'm Colby.
Mr. Colby, can you help me?
Any kind of help you want, you got it.
Oh, thank goodness. They told me if anyone could help me, it might be you. I'm in terrible, terrible trouble.
Okay, I think I am too. I was in trouble because she had legs from here all the way down to there, and red hair that would have stopped traffic in any city I'd ever been in. She had a kind of a shy but knowing look about her that made me question every choice I'd ever made. And I was happy to have made those choices anyway, because they got me to this moment.
Please, Mr. Colby, you have to help me. I married a very, very bad man, and now his enemies have, well, I'm afraid they've killed him, and next they're going to come for me. Well, here, he's left a letter, and well, go ahead and read it.
Thank you. Clarissa. Is that you?
Yes.
Clarissa? You're Clarissa Del Roy.
Yes. Oh, you've heard of me.
Yes, that means that your now deceased husband was Max Delroy.
Yes.
The Spalding King.
Yes. King of Spaldings.
All those kids playing stickball all over the country could thank your husband for their joy.
Yes. You'd think they'd be grateful, but no. Everyone hated my Max.
So Max wrote this? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I just was looking at your eyes.
Yes, Max wrote me that letter. He said if he ever disappeared for more than a week and wasn't in touch, that I should open the letter behind the eagle statue on the mantelpiece. And So when I hadn't heard from him, I went to the eagle statue behind the mantelpiece and
Now I got it. Yes, dear Clarissa, it's amazing you fit behind the eagle statue on the mantle, but I'm glad you made it up here. Because if you're reading this right now, then it's probably too late. There are a dozen reasons why I'm writing this, and they all equal my death. The first of those reasons can be found in the freezer. I love you forever, etc., etc., etc. Why would he write etc., etc., etc.?
it was a little joke we had. He thought I talked too much, so he would just hold up his hand and I would say, etc., 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 and he knew what I meant.
Do you mind if I hold on to the letter?
Please. I don't think saying there must be a dozen reasons is just cavalier. I think there are actually 12 reasons that he is dead, and if we put the pieces together, maybe we'll be able to find his killer.
Cigarette?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll save it for later.
What's in the freezer, Clarissa?
I can't say.
Hold on. I know crocodile tears when I see 'em, lady. You'd better say if you want me to help you.
I knew you wouldn't trust me. Fine. You know what they call ice, don't you?
Well, yeah, it's frozen water, usually.
Very
Oh, you're talking about like fake jewelry.
fake. The real thing, Colby. He never trusted banks. He kept all his cash in diamonds, cold hard diamonds, and he kept them in a freezer down in the meat district. That's right, a freezer full of diamonds. I'd start there if I were you in the meat district.
Really? Well, then I'm on my way, Clarissa. It was against my better judgment, but I said, all right, I'll hit the meat district, and so I did. And wouldn't you know it, as soon as I get there, I find somebody who seems to know what I'm looking for. Corbell Meats. We got meats for all your needs. That's annoying because it almost rhymes. Anybody here? Hello? The place was quiet.
Hello?
Hello, show yourself.
Hello?
Yeah, Colby Decker, private investigator. Where are you?
Right here.
I don't see you.
Yeah. I'm back in the shadows.
Back in the shadows, are you?
Yeah, what do you want?
I want to talk to you. Come on out.
I'm trying.
It was against my better judgment. But I went into the darkness following that.
Who is that?
I told you, it's Colby Decker, private eye.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm looking for some ice.
You want some frozen water?
No! Diamonds.
What do you want?
What do you know about
you want jewels.
What do you know about the Spalding King?
Oh.
You know
you
who
love
I mean.
watching those kids play on the playground. It was
No. That's the kids. That's the Spalding kids. I'm talking about the Spalding King, Max, the guy who made all the Spaldings.
Yeah, he owns this building.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns this building. He pays my my wages.
Did you ever know him to drop off any package that wasn't sirloin?
Well, once a week he would come by with like this. It was like an Easter basket, and it had little eggs in it. And he would bring it in. Yeah.
Show me that. Show me where it is. Show it to me now. Show it to me now, or else you're going to be in big trouble, mister. You do it.
All right. Okay. Lay off. Be cool. All right. Back here in the freezer.
At that moment, I didn't really regret my anger problem because apparently it was yielding results. Back here in the freezer, eh? Hold on a minute. What are you talking about? I don't see anything. Turn the lights on. What the heck are you talking about? I don't see a darn thing here, except this little mug. Is that what you're talking about? I looked into the mug and it didn't have diamonds. No, it didn't. It had a safety pin. Not just any safety pin, but the kind you find on the blankets they put on the horses at the track after the horses have exercised, and you want to keep them from getting too cool too fast, so you put a blanket on them while you walk them around the ring. So I knew where I had to go, to the track. I love the track on a summer morning, but this wasn't a summer morning. This was a fall day. I had my first two clues, the letter and the safety pin. And all of a sudden I saw the person who must be holding clue number 3.
Hey, what are you doing back here, buddy? This is for horses and jockeys.
What is it with people talking out of the nowhere here? Where are you? Let me see you.
I'm down here. Down here.
And by golly, I never even knew that stables had basements. But down there in the basement, down there, they were there. Well, can you come up?
No, I'm only like 3'8". My name's Rizzo Weinstein. I'm a jockey.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were down in...
No, it's just a trick of perspective. I'm just not freakishly tall like you.
Sorry, Rizzo. So look, you know this kind of safety pin? Does it look familiar to you?
Whoa! Those are the kind that only we and the vets use to treat the horses.
The vets, eh?
Yeah! If you want to find out anything about a pin like that, they all got serial numbers, but only a horse vet can tell you what they mean.
I wish I could find the horse vet right that very instant, and wouldn't you know it? Out of the blue, she appeared. Are you the horse vet by any chance?
That would be me.
So, can you help me with some serial numbers on a safety pin, the kind you might have on a blanket of a horse that had just exercised and you didn't want it to get too cool too fast?
Of course I can. I know all of them by heart, naturally.
Well, this one is J127386C. I think that's a W, 57-01CH.
That sounds like old Max Delroy's horse. Hey, easy boy. Yeah, that old horse, we called him Skip Maloo. Skip Maloo was never very fond of old Max, I gotta tell you. So he doesn't like it when we mention the name.
Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me that the horse was owned by Max Delroy, the Spalding King?
Yeah. Boy, easy boy, settle down.
And that horse didn't like...
Pick up on the MDR name, if you know what I mean, sir.
You're saying that you don't want me to mention Max's name anymore?
Easy. Yeah, that's what I'm
So that horse didn't like you know who.
That's right, he didn't.
Oh?
And I know why he didn't like you know who.
Oh.
Why is that?
Well, let me tell you something.
What's that you're holding in your hand? That looks like a horse flogging device of some kind.
Oh, well, no, this is just, this is just for precautions. Just for precautions. I would never actually use it on an actual horse.
Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to think I was talking to a horse flogger.
No. We treat our horses fine, just fine. Better than any other horses you ever seen before.
So what were you going to tell me about Max?
Well, Max Delroy, he wasn't exactly a self-made man, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah. He was, That's right, boy. That's what I was just about to tell him. You're saying I shouldn't? It's just between you and me. I suppose you have a point there. Well, old Skip to my Lou does make a good point, sir. If you want to know the secret to Max Delroy's fortune, I think you're going to have to come back here on the 13th. Might want to bet on the 13th horse.
Or...
13th in that race.
Yeah, maybe, Doc. Or maybe I want to pay a visit to Lucky Club 13, Lou's Point, downtown. You know,
who doesn't want to pay a visit to Lucky Club 13? After all, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Lulu is playing there tonight.
Whoa! Really? So, I bid the vet a happy farewell and made my way across town to Lou's Lucky Club 13. I was something of a habitué at Lou's. They knew me and I knew them. So they weren't surprised to see me or even surprised when I just took my usual table, table 7, at Lou's Lucky Club 13. They usually have a great...
Welcome to Club 13. Welcome to Club 13. They say it's an unlucky number, but it's not what I believe. They say it's an unlucky number, but just wait and see. Welcome to Club 13. Welcome to Club 13. You'll come in for a part of your life and you leave with your brand new wife, 'cause you are lucky at Club 13.
Wouldn't you know it? Yeah, and there, much to my surprise, was herself, the lovely Clarissa. What's up, Toots?
Probably Decker, as I live and breathe. Well, what have you found out?
Hold on a minute. I've found out that you and I have similar taste in nightclubs and music.
Clubs and women?
Champagne over here for 2, would you? How'd you end up here, Clarissa?
What do you mean, how did I end up here? You expect me to be cooped up in mourning like some kind of 17th century widow?
Hold on a minute. Out of all the gin mills and all the towns in the world, you end up in this one? On this night of all nights? And why is tonight different from all other nights? That's what I'd like to know, Clarissa. Do you have an answer for that?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't. I don't know.
Fine. I know what you mean, and you know what I mean. This is the first night I've been free. I tell you, in 15 years. So I decided to go out. So I decided to go to Lucky 13, a place where I haven't been allowed in since I was fine, I'll say it, since I was a call girl working the place.
Aha. That explains a lot of my attraction for you. You see, as a young boy, I grew up in a basement apartment under a bordello. And all the ladies there were so nice to me that I've always had an affinity for women in that profession. I've always found them to be kind and reasonable, giving souls whose circumstance forced into a difficult line of work. And I suppose if one of them was lucky enough to find someone who manufactured street athletic equipment and saw a way out, I wouldn't blame him. Is that your story, Clarissa?
I've heard worse. I had a gentleman caller once who called us thoroughbreds. You just knew how to treat us right, ride us. We perform just fine, but we're a sensitive lot, and we break easy. And one little injury puts us out of our business forever. Is that what you think happened to me, Mr. Colby? That when he was done with me, he was just ready to shoot me and put me out to pasture? Do you think that's what I should have let happen?
Clarissa, I think you just said a little too much. It would seem that you just sort of admitted something, wouldn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Colby.
It's a nice night for a walk, Clarissa. But before we go, I gotta say that I stood up a moment ago because that chair back there is darned uncomfortable. You know why?
Why is that?
Because it's got something in it. I ripped the upholstery cover off that chair where there was a big oval lump about the size of, say, a Spalding. And what do you suppose I came up with?
My diamonds! Those are my diamonds.
Are they not?
My diamonds, Mr. Colby.
Your diamonds, are they?
Those are my diamonds.
Your diamonds.
I earned those diamonds.
Did you
Every
now?
smart idea that man ever had, I put into his head. He would lie in my bed, and I would tell him his ideas. He would come to me full of stupidity, and I would weave it into gold night after night, like that Rapunzel woman, or whichever one that was, would weave straw into gold. That's what I did for him night after night, and I turned him into a nothing, stoop-ass, stickball playing little boy, into the richest man this side of Kentucky. And did he ever give me anything? Did he ever give me any credit? I see you laughing, but it's not funny. Those are my diamonds. I deserve them, Mr. Colby. I deserve those diamonds. Give them to me.
It was at this moment that I made my fatal mistake. I taunted Clarissa. She calmly went sort of icy cold. I saw her hand retreat from the grasp trying to get diamonds that I'd found at table 7 at Club 13. And she reached into that little clutch of hers. And instead of that clutching hand, there was steel as blue as the eyes on that horse that I'd met that morning at the track.
I think you're going to want to hand them over to me, Mr. Colby Decker.
You don't have the guts, lady.
Don't I?
They say you never hear the one that hits you, but if it doesn't kill you, you hear it just fine. Ah! Ox! What the hell did you do?
That was a nice fairy tale you told about us call girls.
Ow! You shot me!
We're also very self-reliant.
You didn't have to shoot me!
I told you those
took
were mine.
Took the little packet of ice, and with that, she sashayed her way out of the club. And I guess out of my life. Now here I am, thinking once again about the choices I've made in my life. Oh yeah, I'm bleeding pretty bad. But I'm remarkably composed.
Oh, hey, buddy, I see you bleeding over there.
Yeah, pretty bad. Just got shot inside the club.
Ah, shoot, I got a handful of horse hay here. It's like a clue, but I think you're ahead of the part of the story I was coming from. I'll just let you do your thing.
Yeah, but could I use the horse hay?
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. I just want to pack the wound with it. Ah, that feels better.
I don't like to get involved.
Well, you just did. You gave me horse. Everybody knows that horse hay has both antiseptic and pain-killing properties. So with the horse hay, I felt a little bit better, but not better enough. I could feel my life force ebbing. And one by one, the visions of the steps I'd taken played out in front of my eyes like a cheap grade B movie. I slowly sank to the pavement. And I guess that's that. Hey, can we get a gallery view on here and get all our performers back? Any chance we can get the gallery view?
Should be gallery view.
Maybe I don't have it.
Oh, you have it. You have it.
Oh, you have it, Michael.
You
Nice.
have it. So that was our cheap grade B movie, folks. What was the title of that again? The 13th Clue?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess we skipped a few of them, but we got the idea, didn't we? Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we were going to play a game of Toaster, guys. You still up for that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think the only way to do this is if I'm not a visual presence. That will leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you to play Toaster. Folks, Toaster works like this. When their cameras are covered, the toast is down. When I say go, 1, 2, 3, go, some of that toast is going to pop up. When that toast pops up, it's in a scene with another piece of toast, or maybe it's all by itself doing a monologue. You never know. And we're just going to toast up some bread here for quite a while. So improvisers, let's all cover. I'm going to stay covered, but you're going to hear my voice. And now that the improvisers are all covered, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. It's a monologue.
Hey, so here I am working late again. You know, they say, hey, I am an essential employee. I get $8.95 an hour under the table. Well, I'm telling you that $8.95 under the table don't pay rent. No, I have to make my own toilet paper these days because it's big.
And cover. And 1, 2, 3, go.
You like it, I can tell.
It's great. It's great. You made it yourself.
I did.
Sweet.
I was afraid you would think it was too big for the apartment.
Oh no, it's great. I love the sentiment.
Well, I think the bed is going to have to go up in the branches of the treehouse because the trunk takes up so much room now on the floor of the apartment. But we can climb up. It'll be sort of romantic, right?
Yeah, it'd be great. Be like
and cover. And 1, 2, 3, go.
Well, look who's come back to my door.
That's right. We just wanted to get my stuff, and I brought Mel here.
I'm the muscle. Give her stuff.
Say, I like muscles. Tell me about your friend Mel.
I'm really sorry, Mel. I told you he was going to be like this.
What do you do for fun, Mel?
You know, Gary, knock it off. It's enough.
I collect seashells.
Gary, this is why we're not together anymore, okay?
They make a beach-like atmosphere
You're-
anyway.
Would you stop hitting on my friend on the visual doorbell thing?
Babe, we're talking about the beach.
And cover. And 1, 2, 3, go. It's another monologue.
The phlox at this time of year is just waiting to bloom. When it does, you will see why I planted nothing but 5 acres full of phlox and nothing else.
Cover. And 1, 2, 3, go.
You're pregnant.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Wow.
Wow,
I can't believe, Karen, that you were trying to get all this pregnant, that you would like surprise us like that when you knew that Carol was trying to get pregnant for like 2 years.
Yeah, but I did it first. Isn't that great?
You like
I love the special touch of
Kind of
doing
stole
your
her thunder,
birthday.
didn't you?
wow, like I can't believe that you would like have a party and like banners and all of that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a big accomplishment, isn't it?
You know, it is. It's really hard, and you know, I could feel really terrible about this, and part of me does, but I'm really happy for you. Do you
I
know?
want to say I am not happy for you. I feel like this is one of the most insensitive moments I've ever been in a room live for. Your best friend has been going through something incredibly traumatic for 2 years, and did it not enter your mind that you would be like rubbing salt into her wound?
No, because I have a baby now, and that's all I can think about. That's all I'm supposed to think about. I'm not actually supposed to think about anybody else.
It's a pea, Karen. It's not even a baby.
Okay, all right. So whatever. I have a pea. I have a pea.
And cover. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, so you can pay me back anytime you got the money, Bobby, but I'm just reminding you about the loan.
And if I don't got the money, then any time could be 17 years from now? You said
Okay, that's a
anytime.
very specific number and an odd number, and I don't appreciate it there, Bobby.
That was just a hypothetical example of what you could have possibly maybe meant by any time.
Yeah.
And
But
1, 2, 3, go.
They're following me.
Okay, good. Then our plan worked. All right. So all we're gonna do when they catch up to us, we're gonna turn and we're gonna scare them good, and then they are not gonna bully us anymore.
Yay! I don't want to have to be physical though.
Okay, 1, 2.
What?
You don't
what?
want to be physical?
Cover. And 1, 2, 3, go.
hey, I've been following these guys all over town, but like I got a weird feeling that any moment they're like gonna turn around and like surprise me. You know what I'm saying?
Then the shoe would be on the other foot.
Yeah, so you could repay the loan I gave you by sharing the shoes I'm wearing and walking in my footsteps with me when I follow her.
Louie, did you get the money yet?
I'm working on it here. I'm working like the. Hey, you know.
What's the hourly rate for following?
What's that?
What's the hourly rate equivalent of following that I'd be earning to work off what I owes ya?
Well, I would totally clear your debt. You know, you just gotta stand in front of me in case they do a like, "Brah, boogity boo," because I don't like that shit.
And cover. And 1, 2, 3, go.
I have decided to not go to school.
Ow.
Yeah.
Are you gonna actually run away from home?
I think I'm going to. I remember my grandma had in her room, she had a tree house. She had a tree house in her room growing, like, that's the kind of life I want. I don't want to just like follow in my mom's footsteps and do that. And I feel like if I just pick opposite what she does every time, I'm going to do it.
And cover. 1, 2, 3, go.
Day 436, we lost contact with ground control. So we have been in perpetual orbit. I can every now and then get close enough to the Earth to get a little bit of a glimpse of what's going on from up here. Things don't look good, I have to say. I don't know if anyone is ever gonna see these recordings, but Earth, what the hell are you doing?
Cover.
What can I say?
Last 2. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, so up here in the treehouse, I can see up into space, and there's this little like light going by, and I know it's not like a star, maybe it's satellite. I like to imagine there's somebody up there. They're like saying, "Hey, I'm up here. I need love. I'm human." I don't know. I'm just down here, like saying, "I got a treehouse, so it's like, come and get me, ladies, even from space."
And cover. And last one. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm going to teach you all about how to plant fields and fields of phlox. You do not need special schooling. You only need to experience the dirt and the water and the air and the sun and the seeds.
That's all that I've ever wanted. Where do I sleep?
In the field with the phlox.
And thank you. Yes. Another instant classic by the Mopco players, the Mop and Bucket Company. Hey, I think it's been long enough since I got the crime prompt at the wrong time in the show that I could go back and do that thing. What do you think? You guys think that would work?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, Derek, I think the best way to do this is to one of us needs to be a criminal, and should we just have Derek appoint the criminal, the person that he believes the audience would most like to see suffer?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we'd all like to see Walt suffer a little bit.
Yeah. I think your instincts are awesome. That's right. And Derek, just appoint 2 people to be policemen here, would you?
Yes. Mark.
Knock on
Yes.
And also Kat.
Beautiful. Okay, Mark and Kat. Walt, you are on your honor. It's very important, Walt, that
Walt's actually in another room right now, and
that's right. We have somebody who's in the same building with Walt, so you can keep your eye on him, make sure he can't hear. any of this. And Derek, I believe we've already gotten some suggestions here. Can you give them the crime and so forth?
Yes.
Okay.
So the crime is clipping your toenails while other people are around.
Wow.
The location where you are doing this is the cemetery. And he's not there alone clipping his toenails in the cemetery. He is with Al Pacino.
Jen, can you get him back?
I'll go get him.
We take you now to the interrogation room in precinct 41.
Yeah, all right, I'm here. What's the big idea dragging me in here?
Look, you might as well confess. You know we're going to drag it out of you at some point. Make it easy on yourself and us too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, you know. I like peanut butter sandwiches. I don't care if the kid's allergic.
You clearly don't care about what other people think, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know, I'm guilty of not being empathetic.
That's right. Usually people would do these kinds of things in private where they're not going to discuss to other people.
There are rules, there are mores, there are customs.
Oh, so you're accusing me of breaking the social contract?
That's
Absolutely.
right.
All right. Well, yeah, I broke the social contract.
Nobody wants to see that.
It's a necessary ablution, but you don't have to do it in front of others.
Oh yes, I want to validate your humanity in doing it in general, but the way, the place and time, it's unwise.
What? I validated the social contract. You're saying you think it was an inappropriate time and place
to do this thing. Go ahead, confess. What did you do?
You didn't even have a trash can.
I mean, it's one thing if it's like your pet, but on yourself, look.
I have to hand it to you at least using the correct implement. My gosh, I mean, some people use their teeth, but you know, but still, even with the correct implement, lacking a trash can and just doing it in front of other people, come on.
Is it you're upset about the pooper scooper?
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't as bad as that. Let's not go that far.
All right. But I had the bag, and you said what I did with the bag of the duty?
No, it was not excrement, Walt. It's not that terrible.
It might technically biologically be considered an excretion, but it is not excrement.
All right, so it's the number one.
It was a very, very. Is it actually an excretion? I suppose an incredibly slow excretion.
Technically.
Hey, Sarge, here's those little short films that you wanted. Those little short pieces of film. Your collection. Here you go.
Thanks very much.
So, all right, so it's like you don't like the very slow form of excretion I did.
No,
well, it wasn't so much that you did it. It was that you were trying to get rid of them.
I mean, there are barbers, and it's acceptable for that to happen in public in front of people, but not this.
You talking about my lice and my fleas?
Well, you know, it's actually interesting. It's a funny thing. Like if you went to a salon, someone else could do it for you in public.
Well, that's true. All right, you got me there.
Funny?
That's true.
But it's funny.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry to interrupt. It's just that someone seems to have been parked in a no parking zone, and there's a truck coming to take that car away. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do to the truck?
They're gonna tow it.
Yeah.
So I towed? Tow jam?
Well, we're getting closer.
It's about the toe jam? Because, like, hey, I'm a guy. I got lots of toe jam.
This all might make a lot more sense if you were a foot model, but I mean, as a construction worker, just there's no excuse.
How do you
A sweaty socks you talking about?
You know, things.
How fast do they grow? How fast do yours grow that you felt the need to do that in front of other people?
You mean I was shaving?
What were we just talking about?
Fair. Like you're just trying to distract us by moving away from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, that's my plan. I'm a mastermind.
Was your implement at least sharp so you got the job done quickly, or was it dull and took a long time and make the people really, truly, deeply suffer as they watched you do this?
What, exfoliate?
I think it's not quite skin cells. Come on, you know what kind of human
I was wicking my sweat? Wiping my sweat?
I'm getting impatient.
Ripping my hair out? Like, I had a whole bunch of mandibles, about like 100 bugs biting my head. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Were you doing it because of the toe jam? Was it somehow compelling you to just obsess over that area of your body?
Yeah, you know, I have lots of obsessions. Look, my body is, there's a lot of it, you know? I've been making a lot of additions to it over time. So it's I'm feeling you picking on my feet and my toe area.
And you got rid of some of those additions?
Oh! I was trimming my toenails?
Yeah! Why did you do that?
All the time, everywhere, on the bus and church and, you know, whatever, in the Oval Office.
Okay, you know, inside the church would have been one thing, but then you had to go back out around to the back, and you were doing it there too?
You mean because I was trimming my toes in the backyard?
Were you trying to test the theory about whether or not it still happens after you're not alive anymore?
Oh, because I was doing it in a cemetery? Dead people don't care. I trim my toes.
Yeah.
I think they like it.
How did you convince him to do it with you?
Hey, you know, I'm a very convincing kind of guy. I am. I can get people to do anything, even what's their name?
I feel like we sort of have a lot in common, don't you, partner?
You both have a similar kind of gruff manner of speech.
Yeah.
Don't you? You just like that you guys get along with good conversation. Is that it? Is that the appeal you have for him?
Are you talking about like I trimmed my toenails in the cemetery in front of our president?
I think this room is open. Oh, now this interrogation room is already in use. By you, what do you think you are? Super cop? Super honest cop? Is that it?
Yeah. Well, I'm a criminal, but what the hell do you want from me?
Not you. Shut up. I'm talking to the cop right here. The cop who goes and sells out his brother officers. You deserve whatever you get, you serpent.
Serpico! I trimmed my toenails in the cemetery in front of Serpico?
Did you do it at nighttime, or was it a really, really hot dog day afternoon?
No, I should know that reference, but I don't.
Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. I just wanted to come in and tell you the good news. We just had a ridiculously huge cocaine bust, like so much, so much cocaine. It's really great.
That's great news.
Hey, before I go, say
Pacino, I did it in front of Al Pacino.
Oh, I think you need to sign the confession. Put the whole thing down in writing. Would you?
I trimmed my toenails in the cemetery with Al Pacino.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! Yes. And you know what? That brings us to the end of another one of these amazing
What?
2020 pandemic hideout inside your house type Mopco shows coming to you virtually from us to you. Hey, Walt, what did you learn tonight?
Oh, well, I learned that I don't get movie references at all.
No, you don't. John Kimlico, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I need to not accidentally hit the video off button.
Ooh, big piece of learning. How about Jen? What did you learn?
Oh, I learned that I really need a better treehouse.
Cat Coppet had a thought too. What did you learn, Cat?
I learned that any night that I get to play with Mark Merritt is a good night.
Oh, I agree with that. And speaking of Mark Merritt, Mark, what was your big learning for this evening?
I learned that I think I need to get back to my old hobby of Spaldings.
Yes. And Olivia, any learning from you that you'd care to report?
Yes, I'll do a cheesy learning thing where
Yeah.
it's more of a confirmation, just that I have a wonderful and talented husband.
Yes, you
Yay!
do. Absolutely. And come out of hiding there, Derek. What did you learn?
That was me. You're talking about me.
Yes, that's right.
What did
Get
you
that
learn?
man some flocks.
I learned that everyone here is even more of a beautiful person than I thought before.
I'm ugly as hell. Who the hell are you kidding?
That's
On the inside, I'm not talking about the outside.
Yeah. And you know what? I learned that it still feels really good, even though I'm the only one in the room, because I've got all of you in my heart. Ooh. Hey, we are the Mop and Bucket Company coming to you from the Mopco Improv Theater, and we will be back this week with our Mopco 1 at 1. You can look on our Facebook page to find out when, and we'll be back next Friday with Crime Alley. If you'd like to help us out in this weird time when we're not selling any tickets, you could buy a Mopco gift card. I think there's a link to those on our website, and you can go there and buy a gift card. And once all this craziness is over, you can use that gift card to bring friends to the theater when we're all back together in real life. Until then, if you don't have the money to afford a gift card, keep seeing the free shows because we're in your corner. We are all in this together, and we love you. So, thank you very much. We're going to applaud you. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to say goodnight. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.